Hi guys, my name's Lisa, and I was just moved to make this video today because this morning I woke up with a song in my head, 525,600 minutes, and I was hearing that over and over again in my head as I was waking up. And I know that I've heard the song. I heard it on Glee, but I never really listened to it before. So I played the song and looked at the lyrics, and I really feel that there was a message. I put this on my Instagram because I do have an Instagram where I kind of deal with it a little bit different than my YouTube channel, but I just write out daily messages. But anyway, so I shared about this on my Instagram account, and that's LuluLisa10 if you're interested in checking it out. But I just felt moved to share with you guys too, because there's a big shift going on. You know, a lot of astrologers are speaking about it anyway too, and but that's not really what I want to talk about. I just wanted to share about like my own experience and what I'm feeling just in general. And I feel like we're all just getting ready, you know, for something really big to come through. You know, all this purging and all this heartache and everything that we've been going through this last like year or two. I know I have gone through so much, you know, so much, and I've wanted to quit so many times because it has just been excruciating. And I have done a lot of freaking work, you know, and I thought that I had come too far to have to deal with such pain. You know, some of the pain that I experienced, you know, especially over this last year. You know, I'm coming up on a year anniversary of my the man that I was like madly in love with passed away unexpectedly almost a year ago now. And you know, before that I had just done so much work to get ready for that relationship. You know, I do these readings for twin flame, soulmate, you know, this divine love connection. And the reason for that is like, you know, because I learned so much about myself. Like when I found out about those, that kind of connection, I wasn't even aware of it. You know, I found it by accident. I didn't even know they did tarot cards on YouTube, you know, and, one of my girlfriends had called me up or sent me a text message and asked me to watch this tarot reader on YouTube and tell her if I felt like it sounded like her and her boyfriend. And I was like, they do tarot readings on YouTube? And she was like, yeah, duh. And so then, you know, so I watched her video, and then of course I had to watch my sign. And it's just like that, and that was like 3 years ago, I guess. And through that whole process, I found I kept seeing these things like 3 years ago, like it said twin flame soulmate journey, or twin flame. You know, it was these readings, and I didn't know what the heck that was. And at the time, I had met, you know, I had already met my twin, but I didn't know that he was my twin at that time. You know, I knew that when I kissed him, my whole life fucking went out of control, to say the least. But I had no idea that it was connected to him. Anyway, so I've really gone through a huge transformation. You know, these tarot cards can be great insight to yourself. You know, at least they have been for me. You know, watching the different readers that I have like over the last few years and made the connections with, and in my own understanding of who I am, and developing more of a routine of self-love for myself, you know, which involved meditation. And because at the time when I first found out about tarot cards, like I was just in a place in my life where I had just lost 5 people that I spoke, 4 of which I spoke to on a daily basis, but 5 people that were very close to me in my life I lost them all within a 19-month period. And I had just experienced also I was like totally robbed. I'm a single mom, and I was completely wiped out by a former boyfriend that I had, like completely robbed everything, drained my bank account, like everything. And, I'm sober, and I've been sober for coming up on 17 years. And that was a big, like, what the fuck? Like, I cannot believe that I still have a piece inside of me that feels so shitty about myself that I settled for a man that would end up doing something like this to me. Like, I was just baffled by that. Like, I wasn't even baffled by his behavior, because he relapsed, and sometimes, he's a drug addict, and that's what drug addicts do. But, I was more shocked by my own behavior, that I had even been, granted, we had a long history, but still, the fact that I was still willing to go there after I had done so much work on myself, like, it just didn't, I was so shocked by that, and it really made me feel shitty about myself. I couldn't believe that I still had so much work to do, because I have been working my ass off, man, since the day I put down drugs and alcohol, and God's put, a lot of teachers in my life, and I'm grateful for them. And I've had some serious fucking, I have been a stubborn woman, and I have not learned anything. I've learned, eventually I started learning things, because I've heard other people's experience, but I don't learn everything that way, and especially matters of the heart, apparently, like those situations I really seem to need to experience just on my own. And, so, wow, I just can't believe like that went so far back. But anyway, this whole releasing thing, I know for me, it's just been going on for years, and it went really deep about 4 years ago when the people started dying in my life. And the last couple of years, and this year, after having lost the love of my life, like, it just, I feel like I have been soldier, a warrior, showing up. I've been doing the work, and I was almost there. Like, we were like weeks away from being together physically again, and us even being together was just against all odds. He was a lot younger than me, and there's a whole story behind it, but we don't have to get into all that. So, but so I learned about this twin flame thing, and I started growing, and I started because I wanted to. I had wanted to, but not just because of him, but I realized, like, that he also, because when I first kissed him, when I first saw him, let's just go back to that. The first time I saw him, I was like, I remember having to lean back against on a counter, because I felt like the earth move. I'm not even joking. Like, I was just like, what? Like, what the hell was that? Like, because I was shut down emotionally, when you go through loss, like, it's easy to shut down. But when like 5 people, I lost 5 people in 19 months. I was like shut down emotionally. And then I had everything, like, I had just been like completely traumatized by someone robbing me and my children, like, of everything, like literally fucking everything. Even my clothes, like everything, just took everything. And then I had to go back to my family. And, I was separated from them too, because there's just like years and years, like, the way that I feel and the way that I look at things is like, I do believe that we we are surrounded, like the people around us are around us for a reason. We meet these people to either, they're for lessons, or we grow with them, or, they're teaching us something, and, soulmates, karmics, all that stuff. And I was just, my family is like major, oh my gosh, a lot of stuff going on with my family. So, I have learned over the years to just don't get milk from the hardware store, whatever. You don't get milk from the hardware store, and separated myself. So having to go back there and live with my brother, although I was very grateful that they opened their home to myself and my children, I was very, very scared, and I felt very vulnerable because, for me, I was entering territory where I was not safe, like where I am viewed as still the drunk and still like the crazy person. I feel like, it came out when I was about 12 that I was being sexually abused by my father. And it's kind of like I've had this like stamp on me that I'm weak or not all there because of that, and I've done so much healing over the years that when I'm back around my family and that's like still where they keep me, it's just an uncomfortable situation. And a lot of this stuff has been like releasing, like me, over the years, just having to grab a hold of who I am and stand up for myself within my family, but not in a way where I'm like being aggressive, because, it could easily go that way with my family, but in a way where people actually heard me. And yes, I had to do some serious, you got to do some serious work to be able to do crap like that around your family. And, I've been brave and showing up. And when, my love passed away, I thought like we were so close. I just thought that this was it. Like, this is my time, like to actually have that family that I've always wanted. And we're just going to build together, and we're going to love each other, and we're going to just show the world love and be love. And, we're going to be an example, of what to be, that unconditional love. And so I was devastated, like taken out by my knees. I just couldn't believe. I felt like, what the fuck, God? Like I've been doing everything. Like, why the fuck would you do this? And, I honestly feel like that was just another lesson, because I'm supposed to show people, like no matter what, like there's a lesson in everything. And now, there's no, like, I don't doubt that he's my twin, I feel like God is bringing me towards my soulmate. I even feel like my twin is helping me, guiding me to that, because I have earned that love. And had I been with him, my twin died of an accidental overdose, and again, that says that again, like this is another guy that's relapsed, like, and I didn't know, like I was completely clueless, like what the fuck, Lisa, what are you missing here? Like, what is going on? And because that's on me. Like, how do I not see this? Like, am I that fucking desperate for love that I just fucking bow down to any guy and just like am oblivious to the fact that they're hurting like this? Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? So there's more shit to do. There was more shit to do, more fucking work to do. So anyway, it all boils down to self-love, self-worth, feeling worthy, of a life beyond my wildest dreams, and continuing to show up, like no matter fucking what. I was taken out, the first couple months I was kind of like in denial, in total fucking denial, and just like, oh yeah, I get it. Like, he taught me so much. And, I was like even saying this with a smile and stuff. And, it's just not, then I just crashed, I just crashed. I got totally fucking depressed. I gained a lot of weight, I'm working on that now, because I'm out of the funk finally, finally, and fighting with it, and people told me all different kinds of things. I mean, that's another thing, on here there's like many different kinds of readers, and there's like everybody has like their own version of what a twin flame is and what a soulmate is, and blah 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 blah. And the most important lesson that I've learned from this whole journey is that I know it's inside me. It's in my heart. What I feel is what I feel. And nobody can tell me, because I already know. So it's like I have to use my own discernment, trust what I'm feeling when I'm hearing something, or when somebody's coming near me, trust that feeling that I'm getting. That's my intuition. That's my guide. My heart knows, and all these lessons that I've been through, and all these like traumas, like he didn't pass away in vain. Like, I've learned, I learned something very valuable. And because it's not about, the whole journey isn't about being reunited. Yes. Is it the greatest love story of all? Yes. Okay. But it's like, for me anyway, it's been about the journey back to my own heart, and trusting and believing in my own self, who and what I am, and, along this way, different things have opened up because I have just been following my own intuition and my own guidance. And it's led me into this world of meditation and crystals, and, my connection with my guides and my angels. And it's been life-changing. It's been the most amazing thing. Has it been easy? No. Sometimes it's been even a little bit like, what the fuck is going on? Like, a little scary, but the bottom line is that, back to this song and, waking up for it, the message is like, it's like taking all these lessons, taking all these lessons I've learned, and yes, has my heart been crushed? Yes, crushed, stepped on, kicked, everything like that. It's like taking those lessons, that wisdom, that I've gotten, because I've gotten to the other side of these heartaches, and I did it with, sometimes God put people in my life, but it's because of my own connection with Him, because I make a priority to connect with Him, and trust me, sometimes I don't feel like it, sometimes I haven't felt like it, I'm downright fucking just like pissed off, and I've been irritated that I've had to work so fucking hard still, that everything has had to be such like, oh my God, sometimes my lessons were so brutal, but you know what? I'm stubborn. I have been so fucking stubborn. I mean, look, like, I felt like shit about myself, I felt like shit about myself, obviously, and, it's not about having a man come into my life. It's about being okay and knowing who I am, whether or not he shows up or not, like being grateful for who and what I am, like right now in my own skin, even overweight as I am, yeah, I got depressed. I ate, like, that's what I did. I stopped working out. I ate pizza, chocolate chip cookies, and, opening myself up to receive all the goodness that's come to me. Because you know what? I've battled all these issues in my life. People, it's okay to like let them go. Like I'm not afraid to let them go anymore. It's like I didn't know who I was without them before, and now I know that I can stand alone and be good because I'm never really alone. First of all, we're all connected, all right, but that's another story. And two, because God is always with me. I mean, He's inside me. He's like, we got this, and I'm grateful. It doesn't mean that tomorrow I might feel shitty. I don't know, but I feel like I don't know. There's some big stuff going on in the sky, with astrology. And I mean, I know that it always correlates with exactly what's going on with me. And something amazing is coming. And I just feel it. And I feel like everything that I've been through since I've been born has really been preparing me for whatever's coming. And that's fucking exciting, because I've been working my ass off, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So, because I feel like this is like a universal energy. So, get ready, That's really what that song is, like what that message is. It's like, get ready, bring forth those lessons, holding on to just the wisdom. Don't carry the bitterness with you. Don't carry the doubt. Don't carry regrets. Just it all happened for a reason. And that was to build me, who and what I am. Just like it was, you experienced it, because it's building you, preparing us to be who we were always put down here to be. Stripping through all that gunk that's held us back for so long, whether it's been the people that we've been surrounded by or our beliefs or whatever. Just leave that shit. It's all been like, all these lessons have been going on for me, I feel, to just release all that shit. I deserve it. All of it. And so do you. And that's why I feel, that's why I have my channel, and that's why I do my Instagram, because we're all in this together. Like, we really are. Whether you like it or not, like, we're all in this together. And we don't all have to like each other, but we are still in it together. We're all just at different levels. That's it. At least that's what I feel. So anyway, thanks for listening to anyone that listens. And I hope that you have an amazing day. And, I don't really know what's going to go on with my channel. Maybe I'll just keep on talking like this. I don't know. But, I'll keep, I know I like doing those twin flame things because they help me evolve. And that's why I do them. So anyway, thanks for listening and have an amazing day. Bye.